Hong Kong, China. People's Republic of China competing for the Paralympic title. And this is how they got there. People's Republic of China, the winners over Poland, and Hong Kong, China, the winners over Hungary to get to this final. So everybody really pumped. The audience, I can tell you, are up for anything. Amazing scenes. And it's an incredible atmosphere in here and everybody picking up on it. Zhao Zufeng of China, Rong Jin and Xiao Jingjing. Some team, the Chinese team, I can tell you. And the Hong Kong China team.
We're just showing the route through for China. We had a smooth run into this final. Not losing a match yet. The team of Hong Kong were on the other side of the draw. We'll see their stats very shortly. Chan Yu Chong, Nia Justine Charissa, and Yu Chu Yi. As you can see, they have been unbeaten as well. Victorious over Hungary in the semi-final. Very easy win over Poland. And still comfortable with that win over Poland and Brazil in the pools. So this is the final gold medal match, the final match of day 4 of fencing. In this Carioca Arena 3, we have been absolutely spoilt today with nail-biting matches, and this is look set to be a repeat of what we've had so far. This the women's final in the FA team competition. Out there, Chan Yu Chong. But first, it'll be her teammate Yu Chu Yi that will take to the piste and face Rong Jing. Well, there's a lot of pedigree on either side of these teams. Rong Jing, the 27-year-old, already has a gold medal from these Paralympics. And it was just one day ago that she picked up the gold in the foil. 8 World Championship medals. And she's going to be facing, in her first fight, Yu Chu Yi, as a silver medal in the individual foil. Now these two met only one day ago in the gold medal match in the individual event. So, however, that was obviously the foil, this the épée. So could things turn around? A smile from Rong Jing, looking relaxed ahead of what is going to be a very important match.
Yeah, well, we're still drawing breath and we're very excited and looking forward to a great match here. Like you say, can't be bad, can it? Paralympic gold medal match from foil, and we've got it first up here in this team saber match. So just setting the distance on the piste for the wheelchairs.
Now the setup for both fencers ahead of the 9 bouts that make up
Well, we know how important every point is, but amazing how it unfolds as they go through the 9 matches. And it is incredible how the tactics change as you get further on through. So this épée final just waiting to start. Everything looks set and all the equipment has been tested. Big smile as always from Rong Jin. So just making sure that the wheelchair is covered. So anything above the waist.
a tense start here to this gold medal match. Hong Kong against China. Well, the referees are keeping a very close eye on any mistakes or any excessive movements. Just a little bit too much movement coming from the chair on the platform for Rong. The referee correcting that. Almost 30 seconds gone and no score. You can feel the tension. No athlete wanting to make a mistake. We're desperate to get a point on target.
Yeah, it tends to be the A category that come out of the chair more than the B. They have more movement in the upper part of the body. Oh, look at that. First point then to UC. Well, the point hasn't gone up yet.
The referee looking into her pocket. And the yellow card has been handed to Rong of China. The point given to you. So the currently Hong Kong lead 1-0 in this steady start. Very tentative from both of these fencers. They met in the gold medal match in the individual foil, and now they're starting proceedings off in this team event.
Yeah, well, look at the movement in the chair there. You can see the range of movement that they have back and forth.
Well, you lost the gold medal match in the individual foil event. She's leading 2-1 over Rong at this stage. First to 5 in this bout. The only time these two fencers will face each other. And
yeah.
the time allowed, 3 minutes, is soon disappearing. Neither wanting to make a mistake. But Yu now has a 2-point lead. 3 to Rong's 1. Rong with the yellow card will be unusually steady, very tentative. Neither athlete wanting to give away a point, to make a mistake. Defensive style fencing in the opening bout between Hong Kong and China. Into the a lot left to happen in this match. Well, if no one reaches a score of 5, the score will just remain. And it looks as though it's going to be the time that runs out before 5 is reached. Rong wildly celebrating her second point. But still, 1 behind Yu. 16 seconds remain in this first of 9 bouts.
Yeah, slow start. It really is, but look, very nervous of each other out there, and nobody, like you said, wants to make a mistake.
Well, in épée, you can afford to be defensive. No priority needed. It's very much a matter of whoever's point makes contact with the other person's mask or body first will get the light. And when it's simultaneous, as we've seen already once in this bout, then both athletes get awarded the point. Yu leading 3 points to Rong's 2 into the final few seconds of this opening bout. And Rong just having a glance at the clock. And there, the time is up. And a very controlled and steady start. Nothing too dramatic in that opening bout. Not so often that we see the time running out on an opener. But only 1 point separating them. So very little that can be taken from an analysis point of view. Playing it safe and just getting those nerves out the way.
Yeah, well, the second one is going to be up to 10, isn't it? So it means that the second bout they'll be chasing up to 10 unless the time runs out again. Shan Yuchong of Hong Kong against Zhao Zufeng.
Well, a long way to go. 8 bouts left. Chan Yuchong on next for Hong Kong, and she'll face Zhou Zhufeng. Zhou Zhufeng, the new reigning Paralympic champion in the individual épée, up against the bronze medalist in the individual épée. So much class in this women's final, so many medals between these two teams.
I was going to say Shan Yuchong, former Paralympic champion as well in Beijing. So like you say, so much. And look at that point straight away there to Zhao. Double point, 1 each.
Well, on results, these teams are Both equally spectacular for their individual prowess. Also in their teams. The Chinese team were the world champions back in 2013. The team of Hong Kong were world champions in 2010, 2011, and silver medalists from last year. So both of these nations have pedigree in the team event, and they've got vast amounts of pedigree in the individuals that are on the piste right now, and the two on the sideline for either team.
Yeah, points being picked up there, a couple of doubles, and then a single there, so China just ahead. This is very, very close again, another double.
Well, just nothing separating these two teams in the early stages. China with a 1 point lead, just 1 point away from finishing this bout, the first to 10 in bout number 2. Trying to get there first. And they aren't quite. The referee digging into his pocket. Nope, the hands are shaken. The score stands. Zhou Zhufeng, 8 victories over Chan Yu Chong's 5. Just giving China an early lead.
Yeah, very happy about that. So China just ahead, 10 points to 8, but still a long, long way to go. Remember, it's up to 45, and now just in her.
Next up, Justine Charissa for Hong Kong, and Zhao Jingjing for the People's Republic of China. Yes, the first time we are seeing these two fencers onto the piste, and then it'll be a change of order, as every fencer must fence the other fencers in the opposing team. So 3 bouts per fencer, a total of 9, on the way to a total score of 45. We're currently after 2 bouts. China lead 10 points to 8 over Hong Kong. Zhao with a 2-point advantage. Points to 8. China very quick to extend that lead.
Yeah, but Na just comes straight back at her, and she gets another point up there.
Well, Na, a category A fencer up against China's category B fencer. And this is where the tactics of the order can really change things.
So 9-11, China just in the lead.
China start to build on this. Na from Hong Kong doing her best to crawl back this small deficit that Hong Kong have. 2 points to 1 in this individual bout. Justine Charissa over Zhao Jingjing.
Well, the double there, so still 1 point in it. And we've seen this, haven't we? It's just been going to and fro, the lead, but really competitive every match. That's it, it's all even.
And this is going to be another close final. So little dividing them as we reach towards the end of the first third. It really does seem that each fencer reacts to a score from the other one. No team managing to open up any sort of margin at this stage.
Well, real pressure points there from Zhao. And she's happy about that. That was a double, but it took her up to 15, so she's happy with that. Good for China. A big sigh of relief there from her.
Well, Zhao Jingjing only getting 5 victories over Na Justine Charissa, but Zhao from the lower category, so that actually a significant moment in the match. Significant points secured and not giving up that lead.
Yeah, she was happy about that, wasn't she? And China will be as well.
Well, here the score really does reflect how close the matches are between these two teams. The match-up on paper, medals galore on either side in the individuals and in the teams. Well, now the 4th bout of 9. Rong Jing back on for her 2nd bout. The gold medalist in the foil from these Paralympic Games up against Chan Yu Chong, category B fencer, who won a bronze in her épée competition.
And China will be hoping to pick up points here against the B category fencer. But as we've seen all the way through these matches, it doesn't always work that way.
China with just a 1 point advantage, but Chan straight away on the offensive, trying to get a reaction out of Rong. Well, she does, but then he manages to make it a double touch. China will maintain their lead. Chan just the one pushing, and she catches Rong as Rong comes forward with the attack. Lifted her hand a little too high and got caught by Chan, and a double keeps it equal. 17 apiece. First to 20.
Well, that was really, really quick, wasn't it? It was like lightning, that. 1 point up, China. Another double.
Well, the individual scores 4 apiece, but China started with a 1 point advantage. They still have it on the overall team score. Well, now we're 19 apiece, 1 hit away from finishing this bout. First to 20. And it's China who will hand over in the lead. Rong Jing winning 5 points. Chan Yu Chong winning 5. So the difference remains at 1. China just leading.
So China just ahead. Early days though.
4 bouts. Zhao Jingjing, category B fencer. Yu Chuyi, category A. Yu Chuyi, silver medalist from the individual foil. Zhao Jingjing, gold medalist in the individual épée, silver medalist in individual foil in the category B. So both fencers have been in gold medal matches already at these Paralympic Games. Zhao victorious in hers. Can she be victorious again today?
Well, like you said before the final, the quality in this final absolutely amazing. Every matchup.
Body wire plugged into the socket of the épée, and then the testing of the guards of the foil aprons and the floor. All equipment good to go. Salute the referee, the crowd, and each other. And then it is game face on. The masks come down, and all pleasantries go by the wayside. Well, this match so far has just remained so close. At the changeover every time, the most we've had is a 2-point difference. And that was after the second bout. We're now into the fifth bout, and the score still separating these teams by just one.
Yeah, and we know that if it goes to the wire, anything can happen in the last second. Well, I've seen this a couple of times that have a little bit of a problem with the wires, the back of the chair, and especially when they're using the chair and they're moving a lot in the chair to try and get purchase, and they sometimes just land on that connection.
One apiece. You now makes it 2-1 on the individual score, but that brings it to 21 all for the overall team score. Hong Kong against China. Yu 3-1 up over Zhao. Zhao, category below in the individual competitions. That may be starting to show ever so slightly. Zhu Chuyi just keeping her point out of striking range. Trying to coax Zhao forwards in her chair. Warning has been given, but it's not stopping you. For the first time, for the second time this match, we've got a 2-point difference between these two teams. Still so close. 4-1 Yu over Zhao.
Well, it's almost like she's saying, okay, you give me the card and this is my response. And 2 quick points there. Takes Hong Kong 3 points ahead. Now it's just 2 points.
Well, the first to 25 to finish this bout. Yu Chuyi just 1 point away from doing that. Zhao still needing 3 if she's going to put China back in the lead. Zhao coming forward to the attack, but Yu counter-attacking and putting Hong Kong in front of China for the first time since the opener. It was Yu Chuyi who gave the advantage to her team in the first bout. And now she brings it back again.
Yeah, very precise there, wasn't she? Everything that she did was precise. And so just ahead then, Hong Kong, China, 25 points. China, 22.
Now Justine Charissa for Hong Kong up against Zhu Zhufeng of China. Now 25-year-old from Hong Kong up against Zhu from the People's Republic of China. Zhu, the new Paralympic champion in Category A, women's épée. Now the bronze medalist at World Championships last year. Salutes are carried out, and now the bout will begin. Hong Kong leading by 3 points in this sixth bout, but not for long. Zhu showing her class as Paralympic champion straight away. 2 points to 0. Zhu over Na.
Yeah, this is up to 30, so gives her chance now to come back on an even, there, well, there it is, 25-25, and now on the way to 30.
Well, this
Wow.
match quite a different tempo to what we've seen so far. And Zhu just showing her class in this bout.
Yeah, how aggressive is she? So aggressive, she really is. And now 27, just 3 points away. And so accurate, isn't she?
This is incredible fencing from Zhu Zhufeng. She is just racking up those points. 7 points to Na's 0 in just over 20 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, she really is a lady on form. 1 point back from Na. That's the first point that she's got against her. But that's it. That's taken them up to 30, and China are now 4 points in the lead.
Well, that just turned around ever so quickly. 8 points to 1. Zhu Zhufeng, the individual champion over Na Justine Charissa, showing such class, such speed, such aggression.
And accuracy as well, wasn't it? It was just absolutely spot on. Coordination, everything was there.
Oh, what a turnaround that bout has had on the overall standings. China now lead 30-26, having trailed by 3 before the previous bout. Chan Yuchong of Hong Kong will be looking to turn that around. She faces Zhao Jingjing, a Category B fencer, but Zhao has already held her own against the Category A fencers. The earlier one, her early matchup from Hong Kong. Chan Yuchong looking ever so relaxed. The bronze medalist from the individual. Both Category B. So for these two athletes, the final bout that they will take part in this team event. After that, they'll just have to wait and see what their teammates can do.
Yeah, which is what we've seen, isn't it, all the way through. And like you said, halfway through one of the finals, well, the men's final, just a lot of the competitors couldn't even watch. We couldn't even watch. It was just So exciting, and it was absolutely to the wire.
A look of concentration as the tension really mounts towards the latter stages. Just a mini equipment malfunction when the tip touches the guard on the opponent's epee. The light shouldn't come on. Chan just asking for a change of epee. No, just asking for a coach to help with the testing. Well, that means it wasn't the epee. Process of elimination now. I think it could be the body wire. So Chan just waiting for her replacement.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want. Of course they do, because it's so essential that it works correctly. And got her own wire there with good connection, and one that she feels confident with. Every time we've seen any of the fencers testing their equipment or setting up the wheelchair or any part of the equipment, they know exactly what they want, what feels comfortable. So it wasn't the wire, so it's a process of elimination.
Well, this just adding to the tension. A final bout for these two fencers, and that will be followed by just 2 more bouts by their teammates before the new Paralympic champions in the team event are decided. It looks as though it could be the equipment of the competition. The ground lead being swapped over now. So nothing to do with Chan's equipment. If it was, then you get given a yellow card and has a chance to change that piece of equipment. And then if the next piece fails, it results in a point deducted. That doesn't seem to be the issue here. And all equipment by these athletes will be triple checked. You do not want to be giving away points. So they're just checking her body wire for a faulty connection. So they still haven't quite sussed out where the issue is coming from. Testing all possible options. But that won't be concerning Zhao. She'll be keeping calm on the other side of the piece, just waiting for this bout to continue. The spare epee collected by the coaching staff for Chan. No, it looks as though Zhao is using this moment. No, they're checking absolutely everything. Just trying to determine where the fault is. Well, it's not ideal for the last match of this session. In Carioca Arena, the crowd waiting patiently in the background. They have been treated to some exciting matches, or very exciting matches in this session, and they're not going to just walk out now at such a crucial stage in this gold medal match. Well, the scores stand at the moment as China leading with 30 points over Hong Kong. They have a score of 26. All will be decided by the time we reach 45 points. 5 per bout, 3 bouts left. The first team to 45 will become new Paralympic champions. The team of China saw their teammates in the men's event get so agonisingly close to another gold medal.
Yeah, they couldn't believe it, could they?
Just stole it in the last couple of seconds.
It was one of the most amazing things. It really was. I think they were shocked. The French were shocked. But that's sport at this level. Anything can happen, and often in team matches it does.
So many varying factors, but one of the factors that will not be left to be varying is the equipment that will be tested incredibly thoroughly. And that's why before every match the testing protocol takes place. And each opponent will test their épée against the foil skirts and the guards of their opponents. Those two areas are off target, so to speak. They'll also test that the tip is working.
Well, this is an absolute shame, isn't it? Because these athletes are out there now, and the momentum of the match, well, just look at that.
Chan Yu-chong.
A little wave to the crowd.
Well, it's very important not to waste any energy in these moments. You can see the other next two athletes are ready to go as well. Now Justine Charissa and Rong Jing on the piece just in the distance. They'll be wondering what the delay is all about, as I'm sure are many of the crowd. It looks as though the official timekeepers have not quite got to the bottom of where the problem's coming from. This can often be the problem with electric fencing. So many different variables with where the problem's coming from. There's a tip in the épée, there's a socket inside the guard of the épée, then there's the body wire that plugs into that socket that goes down the arm of the fencer, comes out the back of their jacket, plugs into a spool, and then the spool into the ground lead. The ground lead will then plug into the electronic box where the lights light up, and that happens all again on the other side.
So plenty that can go wrong.
But it looks as though they've got to the bottom of it, and we are now back in action in the 7th bout of 9. This is the final bout for these two fencers. Chan from Hong Kong on the left-hand side, Zhao, People's Republic of China, on the right.
And they're going up to 35, remember.
And that double will be to China's advantage with the scoreline as it is. China now.
Wow, just stole that, didn't she? Yeah, 32 to 27.
Zhao, 2 points to Chan's 1, increasing that lead that she started with for China. And this really is such a crucial point. The fencers are all now evenly matched per category. We're not going to see any more dramatic changes, or not expect any more dramatic changes, I should say. Nothing dramatic happening at the moment. But China just creeping further ahead. Zhao, 4 points to Chan's 2. China, 34 points to Hong Kong's 28, but Chan keeping Hong Kong in reach of that gold medal. top of the wrist by Chan. 4 apiece for these two in their final bout of the session, the final bout of this team competition. Chan now 5 points to Zhao's 4, putting China within 3, with Hong Kong within 3, but it's rounded up with a double touch. Salute to the crowd, and Zhao will take that because she will hand over to her teammates with the lead. Chan brought back the deficit by 1, but not enough to put Hong Kong in the lead.
Yeah, so it makes the last 2 matches very, very important, doesn't it? Now, 10 points to win the title. Well, 10 points for China, that is, and 13 points for Hong Kong, China. But
So
anything possible.
the penultimate bout, bout number 8, Na Justine Charissa for Hong Kong, Rong Jing for the People's Republic of China. They will start to feel the pressure build. It's China who have led for the last 2 bouts. Rong Jing will come into this match, into this bout, with a 3-point lead over Na. Checking of the equipment. Salutes complete. And now we're getting so close to the deciding few points in this match. The next to 40 will conclude this bout. And it looks as though Rong is setting off as she means to go on, increasing that advantage she started with.
Yeah, so aggressive. She really is. Into the attack immediately. And picks up another point there. 37. So 5-point differential.
Just 3 away from concluding this bout. And if she can get the next 3 hits on, it'll be some significant advantage that she'll hand over into the final bout. Na not giving up easily here. Just 1 point less than Rong scored so far, but Rong retaliating very quickly, giving China the 5-point overall lead, 2 away from this penultimate bout being complete.
Look at the range of movement in the chair.
Na doing her best to defend these quick attacks from Rong. But Rong just too fast, too accurate for the fencer from Hong Kong. And there she does again, picks her up on the wrist. And suddenly, this looks like it could be China's to lose. Rong Jing, so convincing there with that 5-1 win over Na Justine Charissa. A lovely hit over the top of the blade onto the shoulder.
I think it's just the speed as well as the accuracy, isn't it? Right the way in, and then look at it. And it's the same celebration. Brilliant stuff from Rong Jing.
But all of a sudden, at such a crucial stage, it is an actual significant lead for China. Zhou Zhufeng, the final athlete to fence for China. Yu Chuyi, the final fencer on the piste for Hong Kong. Now you would start to think that China have got this, but we might have thought that in the men's match and they lost it at in the final few seconds. But this margin really will give the reigning Paralympic champion from just 2 days ago some confidence. She has a 7-point lead and it only needs to get 5 points to bring the gold medal back for China. What can Yu Chuyi do in this situation? It's certainly quite a challenge for Hong Kong, but I'm sure one that they will relish, and it's a fighting sport and these athletes will fight until the end.
Yeah, well, the best to last. Zhou Zhufeng, she knows what she's got to do. She had a little look up at the ceiling there, and as if to say, okay, this is it. So here they go, 5 points Zhou needs to win this for China.
Hong Kong trail by 7, but it's a very early point for Yu. Well, that was a result of a mistake by Zhou coming in with the attack and being caught by Yu. Great defensive action from Hong Kong. Zhou can afford a couple of mistakes, and there she now is just 4 away from another chance to stand on top of the podium and sing the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. But she won't be thinking about that right now. It's about getting hits on her opponent. A double touch is all that China will need. Hong Kong cannot afford double touches at this stage.
No, absolutely, double point. Well, she could go all double points now and China will win.
So it's currently 2 apiece on the individual bout, but that is not what matters right now. It's the first team to 45 points that will be crowned Paralympic champions in the women's épée event. Zhou already a gold medal in the individual, and she's getting ever closer to adding another title to her name.
Yeah, what an amazing championship she will have had. She's 1 away.
And
she's
look
very
at this.
close.
Surely China have this. Zhou Zhufeng, she won the gold medal for China in the individual épée. She is the reigning world champion in the individual épée. And now she just needs 1 more hit to make her the Paralympic champion in the women's team event. So close for China. Hong Kong with some considerable work to do. It's a big ask. 2 minutes 30 remain. Hong Kong would need 10 points in a row without any double touches. And that would mean for Zhou to not get a single touch in 10. That is
Mountain
hard
to climb.
It's nothing is impossible in sport.
Well, I think they're
But
trying to
anybody
decide
watching
whether
would think.
They're trying to decide whether that was a point, are they? No.
No, the red light came on after the referee had called halt. So no point. It was just referee calling halt to check the equipment. Nothing left to risk at this moment. So close for China. Hong Kong with some considerable work to do. And the clock against the team of Hong Kong as well. You will be aware of that, but she won't want to make a mistake because it's going to be China who wrap it up. Zhou Zhufeng brings it home, and China take the gold medal, the Paralympic title in the women's team épée. Zhou Zhufeng 5 points to Yu Chuyi's 2, but it's the overall score that counts. China win by what turned out to be a considerable margin of 10 points, and it was so close only a couple of bouts ago.
It was very, very close all the way, and then they just started to pile up the points, didn't they? And what a brilliant performance there from this Chinese women's team. Well, it could have been, but it isn't. 2 golds for China. It was very, very close for the men, but the women have done it. And that was an amazing performance. It was an amazing team. And congratulations all the way around.
Well, it is. Congratulations from the team of Hong Kong to the victorious team of China. Handshakes between athletes, coaches and referees, but hugs between the 3 victorious fencers from the People's Republic of China. Rong Jing, Zhu Zhifeng and Zhao Jingjing add another medal to their incredible collection. All 3 of them already had individual gold medals from this Paralympic Games, and now all 3 of them will be on top of the podium side by side as they collect another gold.